Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to American Truck Sim. This week, we got a really long job we're doing, but the good news is we made great progress. We only have about 600 miles to go, and I think we can do it in the next hour. Got my second drink, and this is the final of the Avid Imperial Alcoholic ciders that I've been drinking over the last, month and a half. Black Dragon, I don't know what it's supposed to be. It tastes a little weird. But let's finish these up, and I'm going to get something new for next week's Truck Sim, as long as we hit the goal tonight and we continue doing it weekly. I'm going to get something totally different, okay? All right. Alrighty, let's see. It smells weird. What the hell is Black Dragon? Is it like dragon fruit or something? Okay. I have no idea what that's supposed to taste like. Okay. All right, let's continue. So by the way, folks, we have to sleep soon. Take a look at the sleep meter, right? So we need to find a place to rest very shortly. In fact, what we should maybe do is take a look right now and see where the next rest stop is. Where are we in relation to our goal? More than halfway. That's good. We're going to Salt Lake City. We're more than halfway there. We need to find a rest stop. So I think we should get off right here at the next rest stop. We got gas and sleep, and then we can get right back on and we can continue our journey. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Okay. All right, what's the next marathon going to be? I have no idea. We were talking about that the other day on the podcast, and right now there's been many different ideas. One of which is retro gaming. One of which is just a variety of multiplayer games. Then we had the idea for maybe no marathon at all, because we don't really have to do one if we don't want to. We can't come up with an idea. Then someone came up with the idea, why don't I do some reacting, because I haven't actually reacted to content in a very long time besides game trailers on the podcast. It just seems like people have ideas everywhere, all over the place right now. I don't know. Traditionally, we do a marathon on Black Friday, which is the Friday after American Thanksgiving, so that would be the 28th of November this year. But we didn't really lock it in yet. We're going to be talking about it for sure over the next week and try to lock in more ideas. We can talk about it tonight as well, if you guys have ideas, because the more ideas, the better. Maybe we can really nail in that idea. Mozzie with a $2 super chat says, still waiting for you to get neutral seltzers. Oh, I looked into them. The neutral seltzers, they're really weak. They're only 3.5% liquor or something like that. They're pretty darn weak. The ones that I'm drinking now are 8-something%. And so were the other ones that I was getting. Those neutrals are very, very weak alcohol. So even if I drank 2, I probably would barely get a buzz. That's why I didn't get them. I actually did find them at the store and I was like, seems like they're more for flavor than for any kind of alcoholic effect. Okay. Dunsfelter, you're here. Good, because earlier we had a couple morons in the chat. I tried to take care of them. I was driving with one hand and modding with the other like this, and it was kind of tough. I almost drove off the road a couple times. I'm glad you're here, man. There was 100 kicks. We had 100 kicks from Sneed Cobain. Thank you, Sneed. Appreciate that. Again, I really cannot wait until the leaderboard system starts working with kicks. It was supposed to start working, and now it's 2 days and it still doesn't work properly, so... Ugh. Thank you, Ferbs. I appreciate the offer. Dunsfelter's over there right now to help out with modding, so... Your future stepdad has gifted a sub. Thank you so much, your future stepdad. That gets him up to 6 subs tonight. Thank you, your future stepdad. Appreciate that. Wait a minute, DSP the Buck Breaker just did 100 kicks. Gee, I can't drive. I can't drive the truck. There's too many contributions. Now we're at 103. Thank you to DSP the Buck Breaker. I appreciate that. Wait, do you want me to get off? Holy shit. It didn't look like that was where I was getting off, but it is. Okay. All right, here is the rest stop right here. Clout Silver says, try Mother Beast. It's a 6%. No, it says great flavors, no caffeine. Really? Mother Beast. I don't think I've seen that. Mother Beast. It doesn't ring a bell. I'll have to look into it. Yeah, because I have to get something new. So let's sleep first, then we'll get gas. Travel store. Petro Travel Store. Shopping center. Never heard of it. I wonder if it's a real store or not, because again, we do have the DLC that puts in real businesses. So, oh, are you kidding? I got caught. I got caught. We started with White Claw. We started playing this with White Claw many months ago. I got the more strong concentration of liquor White Claws, and they were all right. They were okay. Maybe I would get those again. The thing is, I think I tried all the flavors. We went through them all. Jade says, try to play blackjack game. What do you mean, Jade? Me try to play a blackjack game? Are you asking me have I ever played blackjack? I have played blackjack at a casino, actually. And I enjoyed it. Do I miss locker room talk with the boys? Not really. But like I said, I do still have friends from back home who I talk to from the Street Fighter days. From time to time. It's not, you know, not like it used to be back in the day when you're actually hanging out with them and stuff, but, you know. Okay, so now we gotta get gas. And then we're gonna get back to our job here. Oh, he drove right into me. Nice. Thanks a lot, asshole. Of course, I'm the one who gets penalized for them driving directly into me. That's how this game works. In real life, that's not how it works. In real life, they would be the ones who'd get in trouble for that because they drove directly into me, but you know. The game's not that realistic, I guess. Try Simply Bolds. Simply Bold. Interesting. Is that what it's called? They make Simply... Oh, the company that makes Simply Lemonade makes a Simply Bold drink? Oh, that's neat. Now, I missed the gas station. Son of a bitch. I gotta turn around. I wanted the gas station, but I got distracted by the guy hitting me, and now I'm all messed up. This sucks. Oh, Domino's. It's a Domino's truck. I'm gonna get stuck. I'm gonna end up getting stuck here. My wheel's going crazy. Forget the gas. I think we're fine. I think we'll actually make the rest of the trip with the gas we have. Because we have such great gas mileage in this truck because of all the upgrades. I think we're good. When was the last time I did KFC for DSP Tries It? It's a ridiculously long time ago. Because KFC is awful. and I don't like it at all, so I avoid it like the plague. Plus, KFC literally never has anything new that's, like, actually new or good. They have these offerings that are always, like, pathetically bad, so I never bother. Okay. Do I like the old Japanese Godzilla movies? Yes, I do. I do enjoy the old Japanese Godzilla movies. I used to watch them all. I used to go to my local Blockbuster video rental store, and I rented all of them, like the black and white ones through the 70s era, even into a little bit into the 80s, like 1985, I think it was, or 1984 Godzilla. But sadly, that's where they cut off. Like, I know there was 1990s Godzilla stuff, but they never came to, like, American VHS tapes, so I never got to see it. It was only that, like, 60s, 70s, 80s era Godzilla that I got to see. I actually heard that it was some really good Godzilla stuff, you know, after that, like Space Godzilla and stuff. I never saw any of that. But then later on, I got caught up a little bit. I saw Godzilla Final Wars, and I was blown away by that movie. I thought that movie was sick. Jade said he meant Balacho. Oh, Balacho is poker, not blackjack. But Balacho is great. I love Balacho. Everyone knows that. Yeah, I played it earlier this year. I actually really liked the game a lot. It's a shame it didn't catch on more. I liked it so much. I wish more people would have liked it, but let's see here. Oh, we got multiple contributions coming in. So first off, Stevester, thanks. I'm going to shout that out in a second because I opened a tip, okay? Look at that cool turkey. So I received another $20 tip, all right? This person is the same person. They have a follow-up to what they said earlier, okay? All right, hold on. So that's $40 from this person tonight. Thank you so very much, whoever it is, because they're anonymous. He says, follow up to what I said before. Wings is someone who, when presented with his issues, never improves himself whenever he clearly has them. Best example is when you attempted to give him dieting tips, he never even considered what you said. You at least try to change for the best. To be fair, I have not followed if he's tried anything this week. I don't know. If you remember, the recommendations I gave him were stop drinking soda on stream. If you're going to drink anything on stream, only drink water and don't eat on stream. I didn't even tell him don't eat the bad food or don't drink the soda. I said just don't do it when you're streaming. I don't know if he's followed through on that or not because I haven't watched his content, okay? Fair enough. Thank you for another $20. Very generous of you tonight. $40. Thank you. Stevester with a $5 super chat. Hi, bro. Wow, cool game. It's fun and relaxing. That's right. That's absolutely right. That's why we love it so much. It's because I'm able to do jobs and make money and have some silly things happen like crash and, you know, have problems, but also have fun conversation with the audience. That's why I really like Truck Sim, and I think that's why it's lasted as long as it had. Have a couple brews while I drive. It's good times. Jade, I know you love the Godzilla movies, right? You absolutely love Godzilla stuff. I've seen the first Godzilla vs. Kong movie. I did not see the more recent one, but I saw the first one. How was dinner? It was just a couple of chicken sausages, no big deal. Some quick food because my wife worked today. Nothing elaborate. Still good, still a lot of protein, which is what I'm looking for in a meal. I crave the protein now that I'm working out, so as long as there's protein in dinner, I'm good. I'm happy. I did not see the new Naked Gun movie. No, I have not. I don't even think it's on demand yet. It just came out a couple months ago, right? No, I've not seen Godzilla -1. I don't even understand. I get confused because there's the American Godzilla and King Kong movies, and those are intersecting, correct? But then there's a whole other Japanese line of movies of Godzilla, and they don't cross over. So it's confusing because I don't know what to follow. Like, I guess Godzilla -1, everyone said is really good. Should I see it? Wasn't it weird? Like, I thought I saw at the end of the movie, they show Godzilla's tail and it shows that the spikes on his tail are human arms. The fuck does that mean? I'm so confused. I don't know what to do about Godzilla. King Ferb says Paramount Plus has it. Oh, well, the only services I currently have right now is Amazon Video, and Netflix. Yeah, and I still have. I got a 1 month Shudder, subscription because I was watching a whole bunch of horror stuff for October. I'm probably gonna now like not watch as much and wean a lot of that out, so I'll probably get rid of Shudder soon. But that's it. That's all I have. I kept Netflix because I knew that Stranger Things is coming up in a couple of weeks, right? Isn't Stranger Things Conclusion coming up soon? So I'm gonna watch that. But outside of that, oh, that's right. And there's a new Knives Out movie I think coming out in December, and I want to see the new Knives Out movie. So I'm gonna keep Netflix for the time being. But outside of that, I got rid of everything else. So I don't even have HBO Max anymore. I got rid of all the crap. I wasn't really using any of it. So why am I keeping stuff that I'm not watching? I'm just pissing the money away, you know? I did not see 28 Years Later yet. That's actually, I think it's on Netflix. So I could watch it if I want, but I haven't seen it yet. What was the most amount of streaming sub services I had before I cut back? At one point, let's see. I've always had Amazon Prime Video because we have Amazon Prime. At one point, I know we had Hulu, HBO Max, Netflix. That's probably it. Probably like 3 or 4 at one time is probably the most I've had. Well, let's think about this. What did I have? Wait, no, there might have been more because I did have... What was the one that I had for the WWE pay-per-views? I got rid of it. Was it Paramount Plus? Whatever one was WWE pay-per-views, I had that. I had Netflix to watch the shows. Then I had HBO Max. I had Prime Video. No, that's still 4. No, it was Peacock. Oh, it was Peacock. So I had 4. I guess the most has been 4. We're making good time, man. We're going to finish this tonight. I'm feeling confident. We actually picked the exact length of job that we needed for tonight, and we picked a straight shot. So this is working out pretty well. At one point, yes. My wife and I had Disney Plus. It was actually when it was brand new. When Disney Plus first came out, Kat and I got it, and we actually watched a whole bunch of classic Disney movies. Like, we were binging on, like, the old animated movies from yesteryear, now watching them all in HD for the first time and stuff like that. And we watched a few other shows. I watched a few Marvel movies. That's how I actually saw Avengers Infinity War, because I didn't actually, like, see them in theaters or whatever. I watched them on there. And I think we had Disney Plus for, like, maybe 2 years, if that. We just got bored of it. Like, honestly, I don't think Disney's really making much good content anymore. The Star Wars stuff sucks. The Marvel stuff now is in a meh phase that's not very good. And who the fuck wants to watch a Disney movie today? These awful woke movies, right? I don't want to watch that shit. So there was really nothing to watch on there, so we canceled it and haven't had it for like 5 years or something like that. Did I ever see the Popeye movie? Yes, if you mean the live-action Popeye movie starring Robin Williams, yes. So I told you back in the day, the one movie channel that we always had in my house growing up was HBO. And so HBO would have certain exclusive rights to certain movies, and they would play them on TV nonstop. Popeye was one of them. Dude, Popeye was on that shit all the time. All the fucking time. Nonstop. So I probably saw it like 10 times, inadvertently. Like, I never wanted to keep watching it, but we always had HBO on the TV in my house, and it was always like fucking Popeye shit. How long were Kat and I engaged? Actually, not very long. The thing is, that wasn't the plan. Like, if I remember correctly, so Kat moved in with me around February 2018. I'm pretty sure we got engaged in the fall. I want to say it was like September-ish. Okay? And we had absolutely no plans to get married. Like, we knew we wanted to, but we knew we didn't have the money for it. At that point, we're talking 2018, I was still in big financial distress. I didn't have any money. So we were like, listen, I'm happy we're engaged, but let's just wait. We'll wait till we can do it right. It may be years and years down the line, who knows, but we love each other. That's all that matters. We're together, right? We're committed. That was that. The whole thing in 2019, where we went to Connecticut to see my parents, and it all like fell in line. It was complete circumstance. Like, my parents reached out to me in early 2019 saying, listen, our health is turning for the worse. Particularly my mom had a few things going on that were really bad, and they didn't know if it was going to get worse or better. And basically the way that my parents pitched this whole idea of me going to Connecticut was as follows. We want to spend time with you while we are still capable of doing things. Like, we want to go out and do things together. We want to go to the zoo. We want to go shopping. We want to go to dinner. We don't want you to end up coming to visit us when we're decrepit, when we're falling apart, and we can't do anything. So think of this as like a do or die, you have to come now because we're getting diagnosed with health issues kind of a deal. So I agreed to do the trip. And my wife and I were going to go out, but we didn't have any money. We were broke because we were so up to our eyeballs in debt at that point. So my parents offered to pay for the entire trip to go out there because they felt like it was us spending time with them. It was like a favor to them, right? But at the same time, as this was happening, we got engaged in all of that. So basically the way my parents spun it was, you're going to be out here. You got some family out here. You got great food out here. If you wanted to, not that my parents are rich, because it was not a big ceremony at all. It was like the smallest ceremony possible, basically, all in their house. And then at a local restaurant right down the street from their house was where we had our dinner, right? But saying, you could come out here and get married. And then, you could have a nice few days together. It's kind of like a honeymoon. It really wasn't a honeymoon. It was just hanging out and having some food and doing some shopping and stuff. But it was better than nothing. We couldn't afford to do a real honeymoon. So that's how they spun it. So, we went from being engaged and having literally absolutely no idea when we were going to be able to get married at all, to within a few months, my parents pitching, hey, come out here, spend time with us, but also get married and everything. It was like, well, I guess it all kind of just came to be. It all kind of happened, and it worked out. So maybe it was meant to be. Maybe all that was meant to happen that way, because otherwise I actually have no idea when we would have gotten married. So, yeah, so really, we got engaged that fall, so it was September, and then we got married in April. So we weren't even engaged for a year. But we have been happily married for many years, so it worked out. It was definitely the right choice. And now I swerve out of my lane and almost kill myself. Okay. Well, smooth sailing. This has been the best. This has been one of the easiest drives I think we've ever done together in Truck Sim. It's a long drive with a good payoff. It's like $30,000. But as you can see, there hasn't been many problems at all. Mozzie says, weddings are a scam. I'm happy that you guys did something intimate. We easily could have done something where we ended up inviting people, like extended family and friends and shit, and having a giant overblown ceremony, but it would have been so expensive and we didn't have the money for it. What's the point? Oh shit, here we go. Whoa, that was close. What's the point? I get it, because I've been to big weddings. Like, when I was in the 2000s, when I had my office job and stuff like that, I went to a couple different weddings that were big scale weddings, big families, lots of friends. And listen, those are momentous occasions, but I can just imagine what those cost. And I just don't have that kind of money. You know, I think what it is, it's dependent on the size of your family and how much money your family has. Because I think to have a big wedding like that, you really have to have people who pitch in and help, right? Like, how can a couple who are engaged come up with that kind of money? Usually it's their parents or it's the family pitching it together to make that wedding happen. I don't have anyone like that. My parents are not filthy rich at all. My extended family doesn't really exist. You know, my family had a falling out many years ago. They don't talk to each other. It wasn't anything to do with me. They all just stopped talking to each other over the years. So, to be honest, like even if I were to do like a big wedding, I would have definitely invited some of my relatives who I haven't seen in a long time because I would have wanted to get caught up with them. And I probably would have invited some of my like Street Fighter buddies from back in the day who still live in Connecticut and stuff like that. But for the most part, I wouldn't have had that many people to invite to a big wedding, even if I had one, you know? So, and same thing with my wife. Like, she probably would have invited just a couple small, you know, people here or there, you know, tight-knit stuff. That's it. So, I just think that some people have it different. I never had that. I never had a giant family, extended family situation. When I was very young, I did. And I'll be honest, I miss it. I do miss that when I was younger, I had a family with a lot of, you know, family members, an extended family. We would hang out at the holidays and have these times together because it all went away over the years. It was like kind of taken from me, and I had nothing to do with that. But you're like, damn. It's, you know what it is? It's like you don't realize what you have while you have it, but when it's gone, then you miss it. And that's exactly what it was for me when I was a kid. Kind of took it all for granted, didn't understand how special it was to actually have that family around. And then when they disappeared, it's like, wow, this kind of sucks. Now it's just me and my parents, and that's it. But that's life, you know? It happens. Some people are stuck with their family their whole lives. They can't, they're miserable. Oh, I hate it. My family's at everything I'm involved with, right? For us, it's more like we're just kind of on our own doing stuff. And that's cool too. Again, like I said earlier on this very stream, you know, everyone is a little different. Everyone's life is a little different. Everyone has a right to live their life how they want, or just how it turns out, and that's fine. Variety is the spice of life. You have a big, happy family who gets together as a ginormous $400,000, $500,000 wedding with, you know, insane resort-level shit, gourmet food, dancing, and all that. Good for you. Or if you have a little rinky-dink wedding in your parents' hallway with just very close family and, you know, justice of the peace, and you go to a restaurant down the street and you eat an amazing Italian meal and that's your whole wedding, that's cool too, you know? All right, I guess a lot of people are taking off. Jade, you're taking off. Good night. Vietnamese comrade, you're taking off. Good night. Good night, everybody. Baconium just did another $10 super chat. Thank you, Baconium. How are we doing tonight? Because I actually have not really been paying attention. Let's see here. All right, we're 138. Wow, we're only 12 bucks away from the goal, everybody. Let's do it. Let's crush it right now because we're about to finish the job, right? So let's hit the goal. Let's finish the job. Let's have a nice chill ending to tonight's stream. Another inspection? We just did one. I don't know why they're making me do another one, but all right, fine. Not that big of a deal. A little bit of an annoyance. Okay. Do I prefer hot or cold sandwiches? I don't. Hot and cold sandwiches can both be good depending on what you have on them. You're not funny, says I miss the extended family gatherings too, but I was the youngest and my cousins all picked on me. For me, I was the only boy. I had all female cousins, 4 of them. So whenever there was a family gathering, it was all the cousins, you know, doing girly shit. And I was the odd boy out. Okay. Seems like I'm comfortable with an estrogen-heavy environment. You say that again, I did Smart Guys with PPP for a lot of months there, man. That was a rough one. Anyway, excuse me. All right. Let's get serious. Let's get very serious for the end of the stream now, all right? Enough of that nonsense. Okay, can I... Hold on. No. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I got something to say. Ready? I'm going to say this now, and I just got to say it, all right? It's so funny because all these people on the internet... Drama, right? I make drama content, I make lolcow content, drama content, okay? I'm sorry to say, are you not aware that drama content, gossip content, this whole kind of content, you do realize that is female-centric or gay-centric content, right? It always has been. 1,000,000%. Who's the one who's always gossiping behind the closed doors about each other? Who's the one who's all dramatic about each other, insulting each other's looks, insulting each other's actions, doing this backstabbing shit? That is girly shit teenage girls do and gay guys do. That's what it is. I'm sorry. So if your entire existence on the internet is dealing with drama, right? Making fun of someone and how they look and how they act and how they sound because they're a joke, ha ha ha. Dude, that is the most immature girly shit. You are so gay if all you do is sit on the internet insulting people all day, period. And that goes for all the drama content creators. That goes for all the fucking detractor channels. You're gay. Now, that's okay if you're accepting of that. But you understand that. That's the content you put out. Like, I remember when I first started on YouTube, all right? There were people who, like, were totally into serious subject matters. I'm passionate about this subject matter, and I make videos about it. I make content about it. And then there were the people who were like, oh my God, did you hear what this celebrity did today? Did you hear what this guy did today? Did you hear what this guy, did you see how this guy looked? Look at this picture. Oh my God. And that's the kind of content they put out, and they blew up for it. And it became a very prominent thing on YouTube back in the day. But it was always the effeminate, the gay side of it. And again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that at all. I'm not saying that's bad content or ever. Hey, there's an audience for it. That became a very prominent audience on YouTube back in the day. For sure, 1,000,000%. But now what's happened is, somehow, that content has evolved into like, no, it's all mainstream, it's okay, it's normalized, but it's not. It's drama, it's immature, it's meant for like teenage girls and gay guys. It always was. Like, that was supposed to be seen as like this kind of immature level of stuff that you grow out of. Somehow now it's been built. No, now there's big business behind this drama content, this making fun of people, this tearing people down. If all you do all day is act like that, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, the T channels, all this shit. That is a very culture-centric kind of content. And the fact that people sit on there, oh no, what are you talking about? I'm a big manly man who's all confident in himself, but I still make this content that makes fun of others. No, you're not. You're not confident in yourself. If you were, you wouldn't make fun of others. You'd be confident enough in your own content that you don't have to bring others down. The only people who have to do that are people who are not confident in themselves and or have this feeling of like immaturity, drama, again, teenage girl shit. And that's a whole business on YouTube now, but it's like, but it's normalized, right? No, it's not. If that's all you do, there's a problem there, and the problem is you. You're an insecure little bitch who just sits there crapping on other people. You're the little sissy, not the person you're making fun of, because they're just trying to live their life. You're the sissy girl in the equation. But the thing is, that used to be known. That actually used to be known mainstream. Like, you'd look at that and be like, all right, you got your little T channels and your little, this guy on the internet who acts effeminate and he talks like celebrity gossip and shit. But now it's become like, but now it's mainstream acceptable because you had guys who turned it into big business. No, it's still stupid. It's still immature. It's still gay. It's okay if it's gay, but you have to accept that it's gay. You have to accept that it's this immature girly shit. It's effeminate. Dudes who are straight and confident in themselves don't have to talk shit about other guys constantly because they got their own shit going on. Why do I care about what anyone else outside of my stream is doing? I don't. You guys come into my stream. Did you hear what this guy said about you? Did you hear what that guy said? I don't give a fuck. Dude, today I ran a great stream, an entertained audience. I made bank. Everyone had a great time. Why the fuck do I care what anyone else on this planet did today? I'm the one in charge here. I'm the big cheese. I don't have to sit and crap on other people because I'm happy and I'm successful. If all you do is crap on other people, that's because you ain't got shit for yourself because you're a bitch. You're a little coward. You're a little fucking sissy girl. It's that simple. It's not a big, there's really no other way to spin it. If all you do is shit on others all day, you're an insecure little cowardly bitch. And you will never have anything to do for yourself besides dump on others. The day that others don't do embarrassing things, you have nothing to do. Because you have no content. It's called non-tent. It's just bringing up other people's shit. That's not content. That's non-tent. That's you only rely on others to have success for today. Literally, the entire world could blow up around me today, and I would still have content to make. I'd have games to play. I'd have things to do. I don't rely on others to have a bad day for me to have a good day. But sadly, there's just a lot of people that's their entire existence on the internet. That's the worst kind of fucking internet content. It really is. It's just a bunch of bitches. A bunch of little sissy gay bitches. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, as long as you're okay with that. But isn't it funny that if you ever say that to them, what? Oh, what? Me, effeminate, me, not confident in myself, me, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. That's why you have to do this stunt. That's why you have to act like some fucking bitch on a stream, constantly talking shit about other people. Okay. Well, I guess a lot of contributions came in. What a shocking twist that contributions would come in when I went on my little rant there. So let's see. Alex from Phoenix did a $5 super chat. Did you ever play Mario Strikers? I feel like that game is fast-paced, high-intensity gameplay, and great for a marathon. I did. I played it, and it was insanely difficult. I did get through it, and I did beat the game, but it whooped my ass. It did. Now, I think that was the last one. I don't remember how many there have been, but I did play the one, I think it was either on Wii U or Switch. Whatever that latest one was the last one that I played. And yeah, there's a whole playthrough of it on this channel. Soul at 2 a.m. did a $2 super chat. Is it okay to be gay? Yes, it is. That's fine, as long as you accept it. But that's what I mean. Like, the people who are prominent for making that kind of content will be like, oh no, what are you talking about? No, I'm a super confident, ultra butch male, bro. Yeah, sure you are. Uh-huh. Whatever you say. And then Captain DCW did a $10 super chat. Nick Smith did a $2 super chat. Says, who's your favorite gay? Oh, let me tell you, this is a topic that I think about all day. What I do is I have an actual ranking of people who are homosexual, and I rank them all day in my head, and then sometimes the rankings change during the day's events because I just sit there on drama sites and social media and I see what they're saying and doing to each other, and I just constantly have the ranking fluctuating all day long. Anyway, thanks Roy for $2. Or they're gonna fly you out to a bar. Well, you know. Let me put it this way. I think to be who you are in life and be confident in who you are is way more acceptable than to be a closeted denier. I'll put it that way. It's way more brave. It's way more acceptable for you to accept who you are in life and say, this is who I am. I'm going to stop denying it. I'm going to stop hiding it because I'm a coward, because I have a certain kind of customer base that I need to fucking basically, bend over to and say that I'm not. You could just be honest and admit it. But, there's some people who are cowards. All right, let's finish the job. Especially today, because in today's society, it's completely acceptable to be whatever you want. Right? You can be straight, you can be gay, you can be between, whatever you want, and it's all acceptable and it's fine. And I don't care about it either. There's nothing wrong with being any kind of sexual preference or any kind of, gender or whatever. It's all good. It really is. I don't give a shit. So why are you hiding it? Why are you lying about it? Why are you closeted, huh? Oh, because the money's coming in today. Oh, I see. Because you're pretending the money comes in, so you can't be honest with yourself. Got it. Well, this has been a fun one. This has definitely been a fun stream. 100 miles to go, so we're going to do it. We're absolutely going to finish this job. Excellent. I knew we didn't need to get gas. I knew that we had enough. Oh, there was 500 kicks? I did not know. Apparently there was 500 kicks from Lagging Roll Thrower. Is that our top kicks of the night, actually? Yes. Lagging Roll Thrower.
Spinning bird kick.
Thank you for that. Nick Smith did a $2 super chat. He says, we're all a little gay. Well, speak for yourself. I became Rodney Dangerfield. Oh boy. I got a $3 I got a $3 tip. So I got a $3 tip. Someone says, this is clout-based DSP take. PPP has bigger tits than my girlfriend. Who said that? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't name anyone by name. I'll tell you right now, I was just speaking in generalities tonight. I absolutely was not referencing anyone whatsoever tonight at all. This is a very non-specific rant that I had. I had no one in mind at all. And therefore, absolutely, you cannot say that because that is not what I said. I never said that. How dare you? I mean, if you want to project yourself like that on tonight's stream with a $3 tip, that's fine, but don't put words into my mouth, all right? Understand. By the way, how would you know that PPP's chest is bigger than your girlfriend's? Have you felt him up, too? Have you actually had... All right, you know what? Don't answer that question. I don't need to know. All right, we're getting off the highway because it looks like the job's about to finish. You have good depth perception? Yeah, but the internet is 2D. Unless you were watching the Kino Casino stream in 3D, I don't know how you know that. Well, this has been a fun one. Oh, we have to go. Actually, we have to take a left turn coming up, so. This is annoying because we're right at the end of the job, but now they got me off the highway to do this annoying driving at the end of the job. Right when we should be hitting the end, we got a little bit of bullshit. Blue Mist, I don't think I banned those names, did I? Here's the thing. I don't want my streams to constantly be talking shit about anyone. I don't. It's fun every once in a while you guys bring it up when we do the, when we're doing Truck Sim or whatever. I just don't want every stream to be, hey God, what do you think about what they did today? What do you think about what happened today? I don't care. That's the honest, God's honest truth. I don't care about them. I literally cut the cord in March. I don't have any relation to them at all. I don't care about what they say and do. They have nothing to do with me. As you can see, I'm riding high. I'm having a good time with my life right now, right? Why would I care about them in any capacity? So you can talk about them as much as I... The guy just turned in front of me. It was a green light. You saw that, right? Anyway, I don't care about them in any capacity. I don't want to talk about them on every stream. You know what I mean? I don't. I want nothing to do with them. So I don't know, you guys can bring them up, but I'm just going to ignore it 9 times out of 10. Man, we were about to finish the job, and the game took me off the freeway, and now this is a slog. We're making 0 progress. Right when we were at the end, when we would have finished the job, they made me do this shit. And now I don't know if we're going to finish it, because I can't go longer than like another 5-10 minutes, because this is the end of the stream. I told you guys I can't go late tonight. This is annoying. I have an important meeting at 10, that's correct. All right, here we go. We can go back to cruise control in a second. Actually, this road's kind of treacherous. There's no lights. Okay, I went to cruise control, but this road is actually legit hard to drive on because it's like quick turns. Look at this. Quick turns. This truck's driving at a snail's pace. I'm going to try to pass him. Okay, I did. All right, we're back to normal speed. Roy, thanks for $2. I have never seen the David Lynch film Lost Highway. No, I have not. Alex from Phoenix says, I can't find your Mario Strikers playthrough. Oh, you know what? I got it confused. It wasn't Mario Strikers. It was Mario Tennis. That's what it was. I'd never played Mario Strikers. You're correct. It was Mario Tennis that I played. That shit was really hard. That shit was very difficult. Okay, now we're making progress again, thankfully. Do I think GTA 6 gameplay will be age restricted due to YouTube's new policy? I guess it depends on the extent of the kind of violence and stuff that will be in the game. It's a good question. YouTube has a new policy on November 17th where hyper-realistic violence will not be allowed for monetization. They're not going to block the content, but they're going to age restrict it. And content that's age restricted to 18 and over cannot be monetized. So the question remains, if, you know, GTA 6 has really great graphics and hyper-realistic violence, will it be allowed for monetization purposes? I don't know. I honestly can't answer that question, I guess, until the game comes out, and then we'll find out for ourselves, right? It's a good question, though. Because, man, you know that game is going to be the most popular game ever. It really will be. It's going to have the most views of anyone ever watching a game. It's going to be the most crazy shit. Even for me, I'll probably have tons of people coming out of the woodwork who haven't watched my shit in years to watch me play a new GTA. So, I wonder what's going to happen with that. Okay, we're about done, guys. We're finally here. Perfect timing, actually. This is legit perfect timing. Look, we just hit Casper, where you guys wanted me to be. Is this Wyoming? Casper, Wyoming? We're here, guys. I know you guys forgot this is where we were going, didn't you? You guys wanted to get all dramatic tonight, and we got all dramatic, and you totally forgot that we're going to Casper, Wyoming to give proper respects to King Cobra. I crashed my vehicle again. It's like the 10th time this job. I know absolutely nothing about Casper, Wyoming. I've never been to Wyoming. I probably never will be, honestly. So, can't really speak to it. 220, thanks for 500 kicks. Will I play GTA 6 for every stream for a week? I will play GTA 6 as much as you guys want me to. You like it so much you want me to play it for a week straight? Or maybe just daytime streams for a week? Whatever you guys want. I'm a flexible dude and I'll play what you want. It's all good. If you hate the game and you don't want me to play it after the first stream, I'll drop it completely. I don't give a shit. I'm streaming for a reason, for an audience that wants to be entertained and have a good time, and, you know, I'm going to give you what you want. It's time to deliver. And it's like perfect timing, like exactly 2 hours too. That was close. Boy, these cars, you got to stop. You have to stop. You can't keep driving into me. You have to stop your vehicles, you idiot. Okay, trailer damage, great. Very realistic traffic in this game. Okay, we did it. Yikes. Excellent. Excellent time. Let's see how much money we made. 32,000. and a ton of experience, but we definitely lost a lot of money. I think we had the ridiculous ticket that was like $1,300 and 2 or 3 times when we crashed. So we probably lost like 4,000 or 5,000, but I mean, we made 32, so it's still fine. You know, it's a net gain for sure. So thank you to Roy for $2, and thank you to 220 for 500 kicks. All right. Good stuff. Let's save up. Next week, what will we do? I honestly have no idea, but once again, you guys supported my stream. We hit the goal. Did we even celebrate? I don't even know if we celebrated. I really don't know if we did, but let's save the game. Cool. All right, next week, I don't know if we will, what we're going to do. We have to talk about it. But thank you guys so much. I hope that you enjoyed a great stream of Truck Sim. I'll see you next time.